All right, well, I'm live. I'm in the new shop. Let's see who wants to show up. But if when you do, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going on. Right now, I've been doing some painting. Behind me is one of the rooms, well, where the sunroom is. And that is where all the small tools are, which is pretty cool. So, first person on, 5 people on. Hey everybody, it's Matthew Morris, Wood Studio. 8 people on. I'm here in the brand new shop. I'm live on my cell phone, so it's not the best. It's a little bit shaky and all that stuff, but I'm here to show you guys around and show you what's been going on. I've been doing a ton of painting. I shot an update yesterday, or 2 days ago. I gotta edit it. It's been a little crazy around here. But I'm totally down for answering questions. So if you guys have any questions, put them up. Hopefully they'll show up on the phone. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour. I'm going to turn the camera around. And so first off, we installed a set of double doors right here. So I had them actually frame out this whole section here, and then frame out a set for some double doors. Put those in. So when you come into the shop, on the left-hand side, at some point there will be a bathroom here, but that's later. And you come out right here, you look right into the shop. On this wall over here, I'm going to be putting my clamp rack. And as you come forward, on this wall here will be the wood rack. And here's a little preview of what the shop looks like. So the bench area is going to be there. Big machines over here, as well as back over here. Right about where these guys are will be the assembly table, and in the back over there is all the small machinery. Excuse me. So these beautiful windows, I'll make these lights higher, but that's where the bench is going to be in parallel with those lights. And the electricians came in. I had them do outlets. I think it's like every 6 feet or so. So there's going to be 24 lights in total in here. And I bought these lights. They were just from Home Depot. These guys right here, it's Commercial Electric. They look great. I've got 4 of them in the small machine area. Right over here, really up towards the top, and they're producing some amazing light in this section here. It just looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, so I'm live on the phone. Hopefully it says show live chat messages. So hey, somebody throw a chat message in here, and let me see something. Hopefully I can see it. So in the meantime, I've painted this whole section. 2 coats of paint. Cool, Michael, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. And got all the small machines in here now. Got the router table, my lathe, the multi-router, sander, mortiser, drum sander. This is what the drill press used to be on. And I bought a new drill press, which is sitting out there. A friend of ours needed one. And then here's the bandsaw. But let me walk you through some really cool things. So I had them put the electrical in. And we did everything here at counter height. And there's outlets just all over the place. Over here as well. And then there are some down. These are pretty much the only ones that are lower. These here. This is a dedicated 220 for the table saw. In the future, because I don't have a table saw, it takes 220, but we did it now. Dedicated 110 for the table saw now on a 30 amp circuit. And then over here at the windows, these guys are lower. But for the rest of the place, all the outlets are higher up. And we put outlets back here as well. This is where all the heavy machinery is going to be, the jointer and whatnot. That's a 220 for the jointer, which is shared with that 220 on the same circuit for the bandsaw. Just some 110s on these 2. But back over here in the corner, it's kind of hidden, is a 110 that is on a 30 amp. all by itself, and a 220 all by itself. And these are both going to be for dust collection. This is the current dust collection, and we're ready to upgrade the new dust collection. We'll go on that. And more outlets, counter height, back over here. I'm really loving those. And as you can see, just as I said before, tons of outlets up on the ceiling, and these will all be lights. Yeah, and then we closed off the storage section, as we're calling it, of the basement, and we framed out this wall here as well. So that's pretty much what's been going on. If you've been following me on Instagram, they've been seeing pictures of stuff going up as far as all the drywall work is concerned. And now I've just been out here painting. So as I said before, I finished painting this guy 2 coats. I've got 2 coats on this wall now, coming out from the ceilings a little bit. And I just started working on this section here. And I felt like taking a break and talking to all you guys. So I got a coat on there, and it's been a lot of fun, a lot of work too. But I can't wait to get this up and running and sharing projects and building new stuff and all that fun stuff with you guys. So if anybody has any questions about any of the stuff here, new construction-wise, 12 of you that are watching right now, put them up, and I'd love to answer them. Hey Wayne, Ricardo, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. We're loving the new house a lot, Wayne. Absolutely. Chris, yes, decided where all the tools are going to go. On the last shop update, I put a little diagram of what the tool layout was going to be on there. So if you haven't seen it, check it out, and it'll be again in the next update that I have to edit as well. Before I get to the plywood for a wall, so there was a question about the floor. And the floor right now is staying concrete. It's concrete now, as you can see. I would love to float a floor in here. It's just, it will happen. It's just time and money, obviously. So right now the big money was getting here and get the place drywalled out, extra installation for noise for the neighbors. And the next step after that is going to be mini splits. I got to get mini splits in here to condition the space because there's definitely a lot of moisture. How's Atlanta treating me? Highland Woodworking. Atlanta's been great. Haven't been able to get to the store yet. Just kind of been busy here and setting up the new office for the company as well. Our second office. So there was a question about floors. Back to the concrete. Yes, I'd love to float a floor in here. I have no idea when it's going to happen, to be honest with you. Probably just a whole bunch of padding or rubber pads for a while. Yeah, and otherwise I'm just loving the space. I can't wait to work in here because, like, for instance, I'm turning the camera around. Right about here is where the bandsaw is going to be, and I will have clearances behind the bandsaw and in front of the bandsaw. So if I take a long piece and I need to cut it, I don't have to move anything else to do the work. The dust collection is going to be here in the corner, and then over here will be the jointer, and I'll have clearances back here of roughly about 6 feet or so, to 8, and then clearances in the front. So I'm not going to worry about pulling something out and rearranging the shop to do stuff, so things will happen faster. We have multiple air cleaners in the separate rooms. Yes, humidity is definitely different. So the plan, as far as I have the one air cleaner, that's this guy up here, the Powermatic. But I will have 2 dust collectors, one here, and my old dust collector I'm going to put over here. And that'll be for all the small machines in here. So old dust collector will go here, new dust collector over there. Matt asked me what is the reason I moved. And the reason we moved is, so I own a company, we have clients out here, and I thought it was a great idea and a great time to open up a second office here in the Atlanta metro area, and so that's what we did. Yeah, I'm moving people out, the whole 9 yards. So how many square feet is the shop? Well, the whole basement level is 2,100 square feet. This room back here, is 14 by 14. That's going to be Elizabeth's shop. And then there's some space over there. So I went out and I had the same question myself. And where is it? I went out and bought one of these things from Bosch where you can, it's a laser, so it does it's like a laser tape measure. So I want to take dimensions here and figure it out. I think I'm somewhere around, don't hold me to this, but I think I'm somewhere around 1,200 square feet. There was a question that came up, I missed it. Sorry about that. Are you going to have a finishing room? I really I thought a lot about that, and I would have loved to do it, but Elizabeth wanted a shop too, where she builds her garden boxes, and she wants to take that business and bring it here from California. So that's going to be hers. Otherwise, that would have been the finishing room. More lights, yes. Don't worry. Let me show you. I have lots of lights. So this is kind of like temporary storage right now. Right, we're still in the basement, and I got a whole lot of lights right there. So, yeah, there's going to be 24 lights in total between this space that I'm in right now and this space right behind me. They're all LED, 3,200 looms. Oh, Michael asked what kind of company do I own. It's a software company. We write software. And we support the software that we write. And it it's a portal, it's an ERP solution. It helps large manufacturing companies. Let's see what else. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Everything, my machinery made it intact. The table saw is under here. The legs for the bench are here. My sharpening station's back over there. I did say in an update that I bought some new stuff, so I got a new drill press. It's sitting in the box right now because I gave the old drill press to a friend. And Chris asked, did you do your own wiring? And no, I did not. I would have loved to. It was just a time constraint. So I was still going to be in California till June 1st because we were finishing up a project and I didn't want to leave during the middle of the project, so we had somebody else do all the stuff. What's your time frame to get back to producing for your school? ASAP, Wayne. I'm working hard. I'd love to get back up and running by beginning of July, and for all intents and purposes, it'll probably be middle of July. But I just got to paint the place. That's really it. And then get the machines up, test everything out, get it realigned because it was shipped here. And that should be ready to rock and roll back onto the hand tool cabinet. That's a great question, Matt. What other tools do you plan to upgrade? Dust collection. That's going to be first. So I've been looking at, and you guys let me know what you think, but I've been looking at the new Lagunas, Cyclones, and I want to get the C. There's a C and a P or something like that. One's got the HEPA filter and one's got the 1 micron filter. So I want to do the 1 micron filter one with the 220 electrical pole, and that will be the upgrade for the shop. Chris asked about saw stop. Well, I've got one. It's a contractor's version of the saw. So when I bought mine, they only had the industrial and the contractor, and I bought the contractor at the time. And yes, I actually want to upgrade to the industrial. It's on the list. And that's why I have a dedicated 220 circuit right here for the table saw in the future, and the 110 circuit for the current saw. So I was thinking about it, made sure the electrical was here ahead of time. Any other questions? I'd be happy to answer anything. Fire away. Wayne, I would love to get it. That would be great. I'm not reaching out to anybody asking for that kind of stuff. So, where is the shop relative to the rest of the house? It's a great question, Chris. The house has a walkout basement, so we are on the main floor is above us, above here, and then the second floor is above that, and then this basement or terrace level. So we're on the bottom level right now. And at the level so this back over here is the retaining wall and the where it starts and goes all the way across, and then on the other side of this and up is where the garage is. So this floor itself is 2,100 square feet, which is the same amount of square footage the first floor of the house is. So I'm pretty much, that's the sunroom in the house. The kitchen would be here. The garage is over there. The living room area is over here. Build a miter saw station and a workbench. I thought about that. And I thought about putting it right here. And then I thought more about it, and I'm like, I don't use it now, right? Elizabeth had an amazing one, 13 feet long, and I never used it. So I didn't break boards down that way. Monty Woods asked, why did I leave California for Georgia? I opened the second office of the company that I own. We're moving employees here, getting new employees to better service our clients that are in the Atlanta area. The miter station, I just don't use it. I don't break goods down that way. Chris, that's an amazing question. Thank you very much for asking it. What happened to the Matt and Matt show? It's pretty much probably mainly my fault. I've just been working and then a move. And then, Matt and Lindsay had another baby, and he's been busy, and I've been busy. And we got people to say yes to the show for our, let's call it third season, because we kind of took a break and then did a whole nother batch of them. And then this whole moving thing really took off. So we've talked about it. We'll get it back on track. Once I get this shop dealt with, we'll do it some more, for sure. So it's still good to go. We need to coordinate, and I need to not be moving around and flying so much. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If anybody's got some ideas, feel free to put them in the comments. I'd love to know what they are for the shop. If you've run into something, no problem, Chris. Let me know. If you guys have one of those Lagunas, Cyclone dust collectors, the brand new one, not the old ones, but the brand new ones, let me know. I've been trying to read up as much as I can, but from what I've been reading, they look really great. Better suction than the jets and everything else, better CFMs. So I'm really looking forward to those. You have the new 2 horsepower, Chris? Cool. So that's what I've been looking at as well, is getting the 2 horse with the 220. Great, awesome. Yeah, that's what I want to get. I love the look too, the gray. I think it looks phenomenal. And then okay, so my old bench, which the legs are there and somewhere way out there, is not going to go here. There's going to be a new bench right here. And I know tons of people do the bench builds, and I would have loved to do a bench build, but I decided not to do a bench build. And I contacted Lee Nielsen a couple of weeks ago, and I am in line for one of their benches. So I'm supposed to get that the middle to the end of this month. So I ordered a Lee Nielsen bench to go right there, because everybody's built a bench. I don't need to film building another bench. I have 120 inches of 4-inch pipe to run on my machines. Wow. Sweet. Or 120 inches probably. Yeah. So new bench is going to go right here. Feet. Got it. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, new bench right here. I'm really looking forward to getting that Lee Nielsen bench. Did a couple options, height, It's really cool. We call them up. They ask you what height you want, what the length you want is. I mean, just tons of neat stuff. So put my order in. I can't wait to share with you guys once that comes to and do a review on it after using it for a while. They're supposed to be really great. So I didn't want to film a video that everybody else has filmed before. So I don't have time to build new ones. So I'm just going to order one and check it out. So I can't wait to share that with you guys too. So I think that's about it. 20 minutes is pretty good. I'm going to close this down and get back to painting this wall. And sure, Chris, do you mind sharing the cost of the bench? I have no problem because it's the same price that is on their website. So it's $2,500 for the bench. That's the base price for the right-handed bench. And you can change the height. There's no difference in cost if you want to go to, I don't know, 30 inches versus 27 or 22 or whatever your height may be. There's no difference in cost for going up and down. So it's $2,500. The shipping is different, so it depends on where you live. So I have two different types of shipping. One where UPS ships it, that's what I opted for. And the other one is where somebody actually picks it up, puts it in the car, and drives it to your house wherever you are in the country, or into a van or whatever. And I did not choose that option because that adds like an extra 4 weeks because they're driving all over the country. So yeah, love sharing this place with you guys. I can't wait to share some more. Hey, Big Screen Bird, how you doing? What's up is we're walking through the shop. So that's it. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. And as always, have a great week in your shop. I'm having a great week in mine. You have the 6 reduced down to the 4. Cool. All right, Chris, good night to you as well. And look for an update in the next day or two with some more stuff from what's been happening the past past week or so. All right, night, everybody.